I just want to say something very quickly. I think it was another Margaret Mead, an American anthropologist, who said that the solution to adults' problem of tomorrow, to a large extent, depends on how the youth of today are prepared. So what we are experiencing in Nigeria today are social challenges as a result of how we prepare our children. So I am indeed very honored and proud of Ms. Margaret Odom for providing an opportunity that will allow us to prepare great men and women of the future. As I said, what we see today as insurgency in Nigeria, social vices, insecurity, prostitution, and all social ills as a result of what failure in parenting that did not occur at the right time. And today, Mrs. Odom, through this series of publications, have proffered solution in this area. And I just want to say that I'm very proud to be part of this initiative and to encourage this woman who have shown that she's the epicenter of intellectual activity. My organization, the Association of Nigerian American Professionals, will support her with 100,000. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are holding brief. The women have asked us on the high table to hold brief for them. So since we're only 2 men here, we have finished from the high table. Let me start from my brother there. My honorable brother, Honorable Pati Etete, member of the House of Representatives Emeritus, Chairman Culture.
As I said to the President of National Assembly Matters, with due respect to the other members of the high table, the chief celebrants, and other invited guests, it gives me a lot of pleasure to be here, especially because of the topic, which is what we are trying to grapple with in Nigeria. We want to change our attitudes in so many things, from the home sphere to the business sphere to our way of doing things, encourage communal participation, and right moral standards and ethical values. So that's why I left what I was doing today to appreciate this credit. So without wasting much time, I will support it with an undisclosed amount, just because I too, no special grace, I'm a senior special advisor to the Speaker House of Health and Culture to another lofty position. So I'll reach out to her. Thank you very much.
Distinguished Senator Swiss, this is President speaking, so it's imperative.
Thank you.
Which has to be carried out.
Mazi.
And if I want to go to the aspect of the traditional title, to say that as a traditional father in occasions, to say everything that is about related is the king that is related.
Yes.
So, I want to thank you, sir, for making this program very well. And also to thank the representative of the Chief Medical Director of the hospital, Dr. Shiyome, who is the Director of Clinical Services, for being here. She's my boss. And also, I'm a public servant. I've been part of the planning of the program. But however, I will get purpose. And we also see consultation at the right time. And I will make my donation. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I'm the Executive Director of the David Monroe Foundation. And our foundation is committed to policy advocacy, capacity building and research, in affirmation of older persons who are interested in healthy aging, And we are building capacity along the line course, targeting age bands. And what Margaret has done, like honorable person at the high table has said, is that it makes aging and old age qualitative, because everything is cumulative. You just wake up and you're old. It's an accumulation of lifestyle, choices, decisions you make. So the foundation identifies very much the resources that Margaret has, and on behalf of the foundation, I want to order 250 copies for our institute.
Very easy. Without much ado, to save our time, I would invite Professor Funke Adekole to moderate the cutting of the cake while she gets the high table to go around the cake for the cutting of the cake. Please, Professor Funke Adekole, please put your hands together for her.
To open from Eucharist in a way. I will buy, I will get at least 10 sets of all the books. Then to Federal Government Girls College, Wadi. And I urge if there are many
President speaks, I think the doors are actually closed. But since I have the opportunity to say this, just a word or two. Those of you who did mathematics, it's always a subset of the mainframe. I'm actually a subset. Tedious and myself are actually very good friends. Those of you who are civil servants or maybe government work related, you said you will not talk about the amount, but I have a very small talking because I belong to the health sector where we want promoting, health. Maybe I need to talk to you doctor. There are 3 essentials of life. And this is what? The first one is air, then the second one is water, and then the third one is actually food. And that's how we're promoting, essentials of life for you to be healthy. Just those of you who will be going outside, will have our flyers here, will have new water that is actually structured, it's alkaline, and it is purified. On that note, let me not talk too much. We actually run an organization. I like to support my friend with, I don't know how many copies I can get that, but our own organization, we donate 50,000. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The microphone will go to the lady in.
Everybody here, good morning. My name is Paris Kankiru Joy Okala. And I think I have to appreciate Margaret for all she's been doing. She's been a very good friend. I've read through the parenting milestones, and I contributed a chapter to Beyond a Sojourner. If you go through the book, you'll see my name there. And the book is something that is so great. I run a law firm here in Abuja, and I coordinate women on a network, and the network is called the Nigerian Network of Women Exporters of Services. And I know the caliber of women we have there. And I encourage every woman here to endeavor to have something. Make sure you go with parenting milestones. And again, make sure that even if you don't buy any other book there, buy Beyond a Sojourner. I've gone through it, and I know what she has put down there. And I am telling you, it is a life guide. Take your own copy. And having said that, I would want to support her by donating some copies to our network, and on that basis, I am going to go with 20 copies at the cost of 200,000. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kan Jones. I'm also a member of the Nigerian Network of Women Association. I would like to support Madam Margaret with the sum of 100,000.
My name is Captain Tio Ono. I'm an LI pilot. Actually, I brought the sojourner from the United States to Nigeria. I'm a good friend of the family, and just a little input. You will recall when President Obama became president 8 years ago. In his first cabinet meeting, he was working for the West Wing. Because of the economic problem at that time, recession, a lot of things in the United States, and the challenge if a black man could actually rule America. While looking downcast, going down the West Wing, the wife came and said, "Don't forget family. If you need to stabilize America, you need to do something about the family." And it's timely that Ms. Goodall, in her focus on family and parenting, is one of the missing puzzles in Nigerian history. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to support the work with 300,000 naira.
But please, those who made pledges, can we have your check, or are we having a written pledge so that we have it on our record? Those who made, can we have your check, or we have your written pledges so that we have it on our record? Yes, please.
Thank you very much. I'm standing in protocol, and I want to identify with this great thing and the great work that Margaret has done today and is doing and will continue to do. Margaret is a very hard worker. Now, at times I wonder whether 24 hours in a day are really enough for her. You know, she's always everywhere, every time. She's my good friend. At times, I'm much older than her. At times I wonder where this wisdom comes from. Today she has explained to us that all the glory goes to God. Well, my name is Barrister Mrs. Gloria Enzeka. I'm a senior citizen. I don't have the money. I'm also working on a charity work, you know, NGO running Allied Care for Human Development Initiative, and which is an NGO on child protection. We take up issues of children and women, abused and otherwise, who cannot afford the legal services. So, having said this, I'm sure you know that I cannot do much, but for my organization, I'm going to take this that is beyond the surgeon. I have looked at it. I even helped Margaret to look for this, our great professor at NUC, the day she was trying to chase you around. And you've really done a very good job of it. Mr. Chairman, we are so proud of you. So I identify with this program. God will continue to strengthen her. We have so much to do for the children of this country. And I will encourage everybody to please try to do something. I'll take this book with a sum of 20,000 naira.
I'm sorry. They represent honorable ministers, and they're going to give us kind words from them.
And may I stand on the Christian protocol? I'm representing the Minister of Women Affairs, Hajia Jumai Hassan, who is unavoidably absent. Senator Aisha Jumai Hassan, Minister. And she is unavoidably absent and asked us to represent her. Why I didn't talk earlier, I didn't have the mandate to come and pledge anything on her behalf. So we want to appreciate Mrs. Udo. I want to personally appreciate Mrs. Udo and appreciate her on behalf of the minister as well. I will not at this point say this is what the ministry will give her, but I will personally get some copies and show the minister, and definitely the minister will appreciate her efforts. So we want to once again appreciate you for doing this. You know, the ministry is responsible for have the mandate for the parents. That is the father, because the minister of Women Affairs is not what a gender. Gender means both the man and the woman, as well as the children. So we know we have the mandate, and we ought to be part and parcel and appreciate such beautiful work. So definitely the minister will get to know and we will get back to you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Chairman, please permit me to stand on the existing protocol. I also represent my minister, Honorable Minister of Federal Education, Madam Adamu Adamu. Just as my colleague from Women Affairs had no mandate to, talk about finances, I also do not have that mandate. But a report will be taken back to the ministry, and the decision of the ministry will be forwarded to her in due course. But personally, I would like to appreciate her, but I'll meet her later on personal grounds now. Thank you.
Thank you. Let me congratulate Mr. and Mrs. Dadius Udo, because for you to have an event and you have about 6 ministers of the Federal Republic sending representations, that is great success. Please convey the gratitude of this occasion to the honorable ministers. And of course, this is representative of the Minister of Women Affairs, this is about parenting, representative of the Minister of Education, this is about book launch, and the ministry normally recommends books to be purchased and part of the books in the curriculum. So we want to thank you. I want to say that part of the things that we wanted to do is that let these books be part of that which will be in the curriculum on some of the courses and studies in universities. Thank you very much. Now, I think there are no more volunteers. Those other ones, they say they will bring us dollars at later. I think it's only those who are giving naira that are able to do it here. The rest are giving dollars and they do not announce dollars here. So they'll bring it because of the exchange rate. So we'll now get to the cutting of the cake. Prof, please, thank you very much. Sorry that we had to hold you on. Yes.
To stay with us. Existing protocol. I have told you earlier that the minister is unavoidably absent, and I cannot leave this occasion without reading her goodwill message to this occasion. That's why I said, I told Mr. Chairman that I have a message from the minister which I want to disseminate. So, I'm now wearing the cap of the Minister of Women Affairs. Right now, Hajia Aisha Jummai Al-Hassan. Incidentally, my real names are Aisha Jummai. So we're sharing the same names with her. So may I read her speech. It gives me great joy to be part of this important occasion on improving communication skills between parents and children in Nigeria. This forum, as the name implies, will serve as a facilitating factor for attracting a lot of Nigerian parents to understand their roles in building a peaceful, strong, and resourceful Nigeria through proper parenting and also improving on their standard of living, which is one of the priorities of this present administration. The Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development has the mandate to coordinate all activities that are aimed at protecting and promoting the welfare of Nigerian women, children, the elderly, and persons living with disabilities by enabling their abilities to realize their full potentials in various fields of human endeavor. It is very important for parents to be able to communicate openly and effectively with their children. Open and effective communication benefits not only the children, but every member of the family. Relationships between parents and their children are greatly improved with effective communication. In general, if communication between parents and their children is good, then their relationships are good as well. Good communication skills will benefit children for their entire lives. Children begin to form ideas and beliefs about themselves based on how their parents communicate with them. My ministry is promoting a multi-sectoral approach to programming to create synergy for the realization and enhancement of the survival, development, protection, participation, rights of children in Nigeria with particular reference to the achievement of set targets enumerated in the Child Rights Act 2003, and the National Priority Agenda 2013 to 2020 and the Sustainable Development Goals. In this regard, my ministry will continue to play her part in contributing to the implementation of policies and programs aimed at ensuring friendly and enabling environment that will ensure the maximum and holistic development of the potentials of the Nigerian child towards national development and nation building. In this respect, focusing on parent-to-child communication skills. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I cannot conclude my speech without acknowledging the immense contribution of the organizers of this initiative, especially the author, Mrs. Udo, for providing technical support and empowerment of parents as frontline benefactors in the reformation of the Nigerian children. It is expected that the communication skills built today will translate to producing a responsible and productive youth for a better Nigeria of our dreams. Once again, I wish all a very fruitful deliberations. Thank you very much.
Health is here represented, and he had just 1, 2, 3 words of goodwill message for us.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. The Honorable Chairman, may I stand for existing protocol? Actually, I'm here representing my boss, who is supposed to represent the minister. He went for a meeting and, yeah, invariably I'm representing the Prime Minister of Health, the Minister of Health. So I want to congratulate Madam Margaret for the success of the vote, and we wish her well, and based on the fact that some of her rights of her votes are based on health issues, health-related issues, and we were actually involved in the whole scenario. And on behalf of the Minister of Health, we wish to congratulate her and tell her that God will continue to empower her and give her the grace to do more of this work. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, the Honorable Minister of Health. You'll soon take the oath as Minister of Health. After, yes. Thank you very much, the Honorable Minister of Women Affairs, Minister of Education, Minister of Transport, and other ministers who were represented here. This is a great success, and all the other ones. I will, if I send you back, it's still part of my work, but come. Thank you very much, Carl.
Yes, so I'll just wish her well and celebrate with her.
So, as a woman of very little words, at the count of 3, you will touch the cake. 1.
Can we all hold the cake with her?
1, 2, 3.
Minutes. And I would want to invite the panelists to the high table. And here we have Dr. Emen Onakwara. If I don't pronounce your name well, please pardon me, because these are written in tiny letters. Dr. Emen, may we have you at the high table, please? Are you around? He's around. May we have him at the high table, please? Then we have Dr. Patience Eze. Dr. Patience Eze, you're one of the panelists. May we have you right here on the high table, please. Dr. Eze. Then again we have Captain Theo Ono. Captain Theo Ono, may we have you right here on the high table, please. He's about the only man on the panel. I think we'll be needing more men. Issues that come in either bringing up our youths in the right way or marrying the values they have on them. And I want to let us all know that parenting is an ultimate life investment. And we have to take that seriously. When we fail in investing our children, it will be like we failed entirely in life. So that is one of the reasons why Mrs. Udo and her family had brought us here today to discuss on this issue, to find out the influence of technology on the growth of the children of the society, to discuss the impact of these issues on our kids, to tell us how they are taking the values positively or how those things are affecting their lives negatively. And I will not want to talk so much on this because we have panelists who will have a lot of elaborate talks on them. So first of all, I want to start with our lady, Dr. Emin. I'll hand over the microphone to her to discuss this, please.
Keep this, I have your permission, we should keep this as conversational as we can, because this is what we discuss in our homes, in our cars, in our offices, and I see two able discussants sitting there and chewing on their chicken. You could call them, yes, please, for us to share.
Their names.
Yes, please.
I don't know your name. We have you on the high table.
Please, thank you very much.
And then we have our professor, even though our mouth is working now with food. May you drop the food or come over to the high table with the food, please. The two professors we have there, may we have you on the high table, please.
The very beautiful advantage and wonderful advantage that technology has brought to us. Digital technology and all the digital devices that we are able to have. Technology has made the world smaller. Technology has increased interaction. Shrinking space. Above all, technology has opened the world of information. It's an information highway. That hitherto knowledge that was far-fetched just by clicking. You could get all the knowledge that you want. And the aim of a parent, really, from birth to adulthood, is to be able to raise a child that is first and foremost safe, secured, emotionally secured, physically feeling secured, a child that is sound, socially, interactively sound, not a child that is easily intimidated or has some hang-ups, a child that knows his or her civic responsibility, a responsible child, a child that is intellectually also sound, and a child that is giving to society, not a selfish person, a human being. In other words, the aim of any parent is to be able to raise a child that has integrity in all these areas, socially, psychologically, economically, and all that. And now we have a situation where hitherto it was a parent alone and the small circle of family that was speaking into the lives of children. But now with technology, you have the whole globe speaking into the life of your child. Sometimes what they speak is positive, sometimes what they speak is negative. Sometimes, most times, the values that they expose the children to are values that are contrary to our traditional values. So that is where the negative impact comes. So parenting in the 21st century is very unlike what we knew, where you knew that your command and your instructions were the only command and the instructions of your child. Now you have pornography, now you have all manners of video, now you have Facebook, you have Twitter, you have WhatsApp, and they're not just a small segment. connections far beyond your reach. And then you even have the internet tutoring. They can teach somebody how to make bomb, teach somebody all manners of things. That is where the parent now has to re-strategize. How do you re-strategize? How do you have sensor? That is where my problem is. And giving the age bands until they are able to stand on their own and they can have all these devices and they can now be able to censor themselves. So I think that is what the impact is. For me, I would say that the fundamental thing for me is that starts from birth to that time where they can on their own handle this. What values are we pumping? What positive values? What fundamental no-go boundaries do we give? And I believe that parents that are able to, from get-go, set boundaries using the Word of God, using their life examples, because the best teacher to your child is your own lifestyle. Your life example is very strong. And the values, the do's and the don'ts in the house, like Margaret said, the boundaries that she said, are those things. The Bible says, train a child in the way that he should go, and when he grows up, he will not depart. I believe in that soon. So I want to hand this over to you to say that I think I've laid the background. I stand for fundamental values, the Christian values, because I'm a Christian, and the faith, and then supervision. That's where I stand. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amen. Thank you so much. If I may have to recount, she was trying to talk about letting your child live a solitary kind of life. And I'm trying to summarize it in my own way. Do you know, you did not use the word solitary, but can I say what I mean by that? When you were talking about interacting and having the values that come from other people, understanding the values of the society, when a child is focused on the computer, he doesn't know the other person is existing. He's not aware of the values the society is appreciating. He's only living the kind of thing that he learns from that computer or from the internet. So, to my own understanding, we have to guard against that. We have to be certain that our children are not engaging in such negative kind of life. But I'll have to drop in here because of time. Let's go to the next speaker. And I'm going to call on Mrs. Usman from the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs to tell us what she has to say.
Thank you very much. It's okay. I am Mrs. Usani from. I work with the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs. And I have a very strong support from the audience. It happens to be that a former boss and my present boss are here. So whether I'm saying here is backed up from the government angle. First of all, I want to say that these discussions and issues, the burning issues here are timely. Because 2 days ago, yesterday and the day before yesterday, we had a forum in Vines Hotel in Nairobi where we were talking about how we can validate a document called Better Parenting Plus. This is a model that has been used in Uganda and other countries. It's been introduced in Nigeria. And then today, here again, when my boss told me we are coming here for parenting, she told me, is it parenting week? I feel at any time in history, particular issues have been talked about and over is timely and important. It is a time God wants responses to be made to solve a problem. Without much emphasis, Nigeria has gone through a lot of recent times, violence here and there, and come to think of it, who are the perpetrators of this? Children and adults inclusive. And because something was missed out from good parenting, that's how they found themselves where they are. Perhaps if those poor there in the Northeast killing people, or in the South dumping resources that are so expensive, were well taught and nurtured, they would have the minds to do what they are doing. I think that this discussion is very important. And then looking at the topic to what we are saying here, in the aspect of government, so many years ago, government came up with a policy document, how to support caregivers, psychosocial support manual. We took time in our own capacity of government to bring down that training. It is the same thing we are talking here. Parenting, caregivers, all this training somebody, minors, to become responsible adults. And then, coming to think of it with 21st century parenting challenges and information age, of course we know that from the same information devices, we can choose what is right or what is wrong. The problem is how to divide the line between the wrong and the right that can mar or make anybody, including adults. And that's where the problem lies. And this can actually be addressed if we are able from the beginning to teach the children to know without anybody forcing them between right and wrong without wrong, whether they are being monitored, supervised, or anybody is there, whether the pastor or the teacher or the auntie or the uncle and they are around. If that thing is not missed from the beginning, from the fundamental training of a child, which the Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he's old, you will not depart from it. But if we miss out from that level, it becomes very, very difficult. You can burn a plant, it's difficult to burn a tree. That is the problem we have. And I think that if we are able to capture it from the fundamental, the family level, the school level, and then to other aspects of the society, we will not be struggling in the society of having wrong children who are a product of the interaction of wrong adults around them, who make them, turn them to be what they are and become a problem to the society. And if we are able to emphasize on this parenting from the guy, look at what the lady said here, the milestone, I have not read it, but she gave a tip, that she taught her children how to earn. When we live in an age where children want to enjoy things they don't need to struggle for, it becomes a problem when we emphasize labor, commitment, service. They will not like you. But they want to go to parties, they want new dresses, they want new shoes, they want to drive in the best cars without struggling on the means of getting those things. The fundamentals are important. That's my position. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Sani. Thank you. Thank you for trying to create a dividing line between what can make or mar a child in this 21st century parenting. I'm going to call on the man in our midst. Let him tell us what he understands by parenting in the 21st century and maybe the technological age. Captain Pio, Onu, please.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. I think this is a very, very interesting topic to discuss. As an A-man who is seldom at home, I had a rude awakening last Sunday. I came back from church. My 11-year-old daughter said, "Daddy, why?" Because we have a special type of routine every Sunday morning after church. We'll gather around and have a breakfast. But this Sunday, my little daughter seemed a little bit withdrawn. I said, "What is wrong with you?" He said, "Daddy, why every one of us is so attached with that phone? Or either we are chatting or doing something, we are so disconnected." I felt slightly humiliated. The good side, not because something strange happened, but I noticed that most families are so disconnected from one another. And my daughter also made very important remark. She said, I can talk to my friend in school with special codes, like 10 TO is, are you going to watch Nickelodeon? Because at home I try to put restriction on what channels they can watch. What am I saying? Parenting is a responsibility because we have little families here and there that make up the entity called Nigeria. We know what we are going through as a nation. And the only way we can solve that problem And we must teach our children a sense of responsibility. A sense of responsibility. We don't have that. Ms. Margaret will not mention something this afternoon, or maybe the chairman. We will train, supposedly, our health maids better than our children, you know. And I'm pretty Nigerian middle class doesn't know how to do anything. Whenever you want to say anything, they say we're living in the 21st century. The same thing is applicable to people who live in the United States. I think we must teach our children responsibility and that crazy mentality of shortcut, easy way to get things done. Some parents, you know, they go and buy a lot of gifts to their teachers in school to give them an elementary grade. You know, they're doing PTA. The father will say, look, I'm going to computerize the whole system just to give added advantage to that child. I think overall, regardless of what is done, technology is very good. In my area of profession, technology has made it possible. Our children mostly are ahead of us, but we must put some element of balance, not to be totally carried away by modern technology, by applying responsibility, and easy way is not the way to do it. Thank you very much.
Emphasizing on putting an element of balance. I think Dr. Ellen called this censor, if I'm right. She said we need to censor what the kids go on the internet to watch, what they look at on the televisions, whom they text, the kind of text they send, and the length of time they take in doing all those things. So I think we are learning a lot from the panelists, and I'm going to go now to the other two ladies on my left. So this time around, I'm calling on Professor Adefunke Adekunle to please have the mic.
Parenting challenges of the information age. The information that is available to everyone is enormous these days, and children as well as adults are exposed to all this. There's a lot of good in the information, gadgets and stuff that we all carry around, but then there are some pitfalls that are also there, such as bullying. People solicit for all manners of things on the internet. There's death in it even, because we've heard instances of people who respond to Facebook requests and find themselves in greater troubles than they ever imagined. But for me, I think what is most imperative is that parents themselves must be tech savvy. You cannot buy an equipment for your child that you cannot operate. You must know what to do. Like he said, they have codes and things like that. For a child to give you the code she has, it means that you have very good communication with that child. So we must build trust with our children. There's some children you cannot tell them what to do. You can reason them into doing the right thing. Like, oh, I'm your father, so sit down there. Children these days, I doubt if that would work with them. He says I should sit, but they will stand up right after you leave. But if you're able to communicate with your young adults and even pre-teens, you have that communication going on with them. They will always come to you and say, this is what is happening around you, this is what my friends are doing or saying, what do you think? I'm not saying be a friend to your child, but be like a big brother or a big sister so that they find it easy to communicate with you. And another thing I think is very important is that we should and we must live by example. Children don't learn from what we tell them. They actually learn from what we do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor. Thank you. She had to stress that whatever it is we are buying for our children, we must learn how to operate those gadgets or equipment. We must have to be e-compliant. You don't just let the children be e-compliant. You have to know how to operate their systems, their computers, their video games, whatever it is they do, learn how to do them so that you can as well find out on your own what they are doing and then live by example as well. Let them watch you and understand the real things to do in life. We'll call on the last panelist, Professor Eno Ita. Please, may we have your own opinion?
It's Eno Nta.
Oh, Eno Nta. Sorry. You know, about when people are always in Ita. I know it.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Chair. Actually, interestingly for me, when I hear that we are in this information age, I see it as sometimes, to an extent, that parents also use it as an excuse not to do what we should be doing. I think one way of helping our children is not necessarily saying don't use those gadgets, but we also get them to be interested in reading. And today happens to be the 50th anniversary of the International Literacy Day we are celebrating. And all the books that Margaret has brought forth, they have to be read. All those children need to read. So how do we get them to read? One way, of course, is getting involved with the children. Reading does not necessarily mean reading the hard copies that we have. So as they are on their IT, as they are checking their systems, you know, they could read the books online. Get them to be interested in another way to learn to network. That is what they do a lot. But this time, we will network with their friends, with the parents of their friends. We need to know what they do when they are not with us in the home. And that means I need to understand the kind of home my child goes to. How often, if I find the relationship is imbalanced or is not the type I like. For example, I found in one of Margaret's books where she said something about is it 11-year-old that was friendly with a 19-year-old who then started collecting money of that child until she had to intervene. What are we doing? It's not enough to say, oh, my child is on Facebook, my child is tweeting along and is doing this and that. Then, of course, like someone said, children could have codes. But if there is trust, your child will also divulge the code. There are many parents I know, for example, who let some of their children handle things as their ATM cards, for example. But it is based on trust. And if you can trust your child with that, then you should expect the child to reciprocate. And that kind of trust is something that we have built over the years. So the challenges are there, but the gains are also enormous. Instead of your child every time assignment, I know many homes, parents will go hire teachers. After school, the teachers are there working with the child and all that. Good. Let them also check on the internet for similar assignments. Let them get tasks to do. Keep them busy. Guide their use of this IT. You may not be able to censor, like some of the panelists have pointed out. And even as much as you think you want to learn all that they know, they are always a step ahead of us. I know I have many children, but thank God they are too old now to be so easily influenced by anything. But I do know that with my grandchild, for example, she is a year and a half. Now she has managed to know how to check and make calls, because all she has to do is she's looking for your picture. As soon as she sees your face, she punches it and she tells you, Mama. And the next thing she's making the call. I tell the mother, I don't know whether CBN will allow you, because I don't know where you get the money from to be buying all the credit. But that means that right in the womb, these children already are IT savvy. That is a threat, isn't it? So I don't know the answer, but I do know. We will try the much we can. Parents, get to know your children. Be their friends. Well, they don't really want friends. Mind you, at some point, the child says, you are not meant to be my friend. You are meant to be a parent. So you still need to draw the line.
but draw the line through negotiation, draw the line through awareness of their needs at different levels, but above all, try as much as possible to know what they do. Thank you. Thank you for advising parents to get involved. Get involved with the life of your kids. Get involved in what they do. Try to know whom they are discussing with, what they are doing. And moreover, ensure that most times, instead of playing on the internet with other things, let them be reading. Some of these books she has pointed out to be found on the internet. And it's better you advise your children to get engaged in reading, get engaged in research, get engaged in doing other positive things with the E-Connect. And I think before we continue, please, I want to crave your indulgence to break this discussion for now. The media, they want to leave us and they want to have the pictures of some of the awardees. So we'll have to just call them to come take pictures and then go back to their seats. Then we can now summarize on the panel discussions and take the questions from the audience. Please.
Will you please come up for this? You've been doing a lot of collaborative work with the center, and then in your time as the NTA chairman, you have been very involved in youth programs. And so for this, the center is giving you this in appreciation of your immense support to the growth of YRAC. Today, 8 September 2016.
Can you turn it? Can you turn it? Yes, I will see. Look at that.
The Youth Reformation and Awareness Center, I want to present this award to you. It is in recognition of all the support that you've been given to the center, especially in terms of giving the center wide publicity and encouraging people to come and see what they have been doing. For this, the center says thank you very much and congratulates you for everything you did.
Yeah, thank you.
Oshegi Okosolu. Citation of architect Osei Andrew Okosolu. I think he should now be up here. Osei Andrew Okosolu is an enigma. He's endowed with an open mind and a large heart as predominant traits. The architect was born in Uromi town in Edo State, where he received his primary and secondary education both in learning and character formation. And it is evident that his flair and empathy for human development started there. Architect Osei Andrew Okosolu holds a Master of Science, MSc degree in architecture from the prestigious Edo State University, now Ambrose Ali University, Ekoman, Edo State. He holds Executive Master's Certificate in Project Management from Project Management College, United Kingdom. He also holds a postgraduate diploma in Management Consultancy Practices and Organizational Transformation from International Professional Managers Association, United Kingdom. Also to his credit is an Executive Master of Business Administration, EMBA degree in Strategic and Project Management from Paris Graduate School of Management, France. Architect Osei Andrew Okosolu is a member of the following associations. He is a full member of the Nigeria Institute of Architects, NIA. He is a chartered architect registered by Architects Registration Council of Nigeria, ARCON. He is a full member of the International Professional Managers Association, NPMA.
a certified international professional manager, a full member of West Africa Federation of Institute of Administration and Management Consultants. Architect Oseyi Andrew Okosodo joined the Federal Civil Service with Federal Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Abuja, in 2001. Youth Reformation and Awareness Center. We want to appreciate and thank Architect Oseyi A. Okosodo as a pillar of support on this day, 8th September 2016. Congratulations, sir.
Please, man, the last. They have even brought me from Akwa Ibom to cross to Abuja to spend the whole day in NTA. They have done so much. There are many, but only 3 of them are here. So this is Nenda Opala.
Yes, Nema Abala, on behalf of the Youth Reformation and Awareness Center, Abuja, wish to present this plaque to you in appreciation of all your support to the center, especially in terms of giving media publicity and ensuring that they get a lot of more people to come in and take part in the activities. Thank you very much.
Yes, look at us. Look up here. Just a minute, please. Look at me.
And we're going back to where we stopped. We're taking the opinions of all the panelists. And I'm going to urge Dr. Ahmed to summarize what we discussed. And then we'll run into questions and answers. I would want us to please, if you have any question for Captain Onu, please feel free to ask him because in the next few minutes, he shall be leaving us for an important appointment. Thank you. Dr. Ahmed, please.
Thank you very much. 5 persons gave their perspective on this topic. And I think that having listened carefully, we'll know that there's some commonality. There's some common grounds. And one is that parenting is a